let me start by welcoming Sodiq, who will be fan battle, who will be contestant 1 for the purpose of this. The other person will be 2. Sodiq Lawal is known popularly as Loizy. He's an entrepreneur. He supports Arsenal and, of course, Remo Stars. He lives in Ikotun in Lagos. His Twitter handle is the Lawal
Sodiq.
The Lawal Sodiq. The Lawal Sodiq. The Lawal Sodiq. TheLawalSideq. Same as Instagram. The Lawal Sodiq. Welcome, Sodiq. How are you doing?
Thank you very much, Femi. I'm well, thank you.
Fantastic. You won your first battle, right?
Yeah, definitely.
You haven't tasted defeat yet.
Nah.
Okay. Maybe you won't. Would know. IK tasted defeat first time today. So let me introduce somebody who's tasted defeat before, and who I hope has learned from it, and we'll find out soon enough. Now, this battle was supposed to be between Lawal Sodiq and Glory Charles. However, unfortunately, due to personal reasons and health concerns, Glory Charles is unable to make it here. And thankfully, she's okay. She had to be hospitalized very early this morning, but she's fine. She cannot continue. And pardon me, that's so there are 2 people who cannot continue. So there is this what was supposed to be between you and Francisca.
Yes.
So Glory Charles is resting, and tomorrow you are likely to see someone who an unexpected surprise again tomorrow. So today, Francisca, who had some pretty interesting good news, and who for that reason will not be available to continue. Her place is taken by Opeyemi Lawal. Opeyemi, welcome back. What's that Yoruba word that they used to describe people like this? Ariku Yeri? Or something like that. Yeah. So you've escaped the chopping block. You are back here, and I hope you're strong and ready to go.
Good battle, Femi.
Okay, fantastic. They know him popularly as Class Captain. He's a digital media strategist. He supports Manchester United and MFM FC. He lives in Mushin, and on social media he is at the Hilarious Ope. The Hilarious Ope. It was just 2 days ago that he had his battle that ended the journey. But thankfully, the colleagues on the group voted him back in the moment that space opened. So welcome again, Ope.
Thank you very much, Femi.
Gentlemen, let's get into this straight away. Here's a question. From a Juventus perspective, would you sanction a Dybala Lukaku switch? From a Juventus perspective, would you sanction a Dybala Lukaku switch? Well, we put it into a draw, and Sodiq picked no way. No way, he won't. Leaving the other option to Okwe, who says, yes, please. He would sanction a Dybala Lukaku switch from Juventus's perspective. Gentlemen, you have 1 minute first to argue, to put forth your points, and then 5 minutes to argue it in a debate format, and 1 final minute to drive your point home. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Voting will be done via the phone lines, on social media, and through the panel. On Facebook, we are streaming live, and we want you to go check out that live stream. You vote on the live stream. It's already there. You will see Okwe and Sodiq. Whoever impresses you, vote for that one. Same, that's Nigeria Info 993 on Twitter. Is at Nigeria Info FM. You will see our YouTube live stream embedded on our Twitter page, and you can go there to view it through Twitter. But if you're going to vote, you have to stay on Twitter and vote. The vote tweet is pinned to the top on our profile. Are you ready to go?
Yes, sir.
So, for the next 1 minute, Sodiq, explain to us why you think that from a Juventus perspective, you wouldn't sanction a Dybala Lukaku switch. Your time starts now.
Thank you very much, Femi. Firstly, I'd like to say Juventus has, for the first time in a couple of years, I've seen them. They have a very robust team, as in all round. They have the best of the best. So Lukaku coming over is just like a waste of time. He's coming in to play with likes of Ronaldo, Higuain, coming in to actually make them uncomfortable or play where they play. Well, that's all. Dybala on the other way. He has a very, very, very good team. He has what do I call it? He has a kind of way of which he plays different positions. And he's a very, very vital player for Juventus, the way they've played. Well, the third lead is, as I said, Lukaku is overrated. He's not a wonderful player. He has a very, very youth record and a very good international record. But to me, I don't think he's good enough for Juventus. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Spared us a good 3 or so seconds. Appreciate it. It's your turn, Ope, to tell us why you think that from a Juventus perspective, you would sanction a Dybala Lukaku switch. Your time starts now.
Thank you, Femi. The question is from a Juventus perspective. So this puts me in a position where I stand as the president, Agnelli. I stand as his vice president, Nedved. I stand as the sporting director, Patarishi, and their coach, Sarri. So 4 of them together, why should we let Dybala go? Number 1, Juve doesn't want a trophy at home anymore. They want Champions League. It is very, very imminent. That is the only thing that has eluded them for the past 6 years. And they've been doing fine. Domestically, they are fine. They are good. Nobody's competing against them. But in Europe, they are one shot. That is the Champions League. And when Ronaldo came in last year, they wanted a Dybala to complement him, which he didn't do. He was there to compete against him. And what happened? He started Bernardeschi, add him to sit. What a Lukaku will give to you is a 20-goal striker. You might not like his first touch, you might not like him as a person, but he's one striker that will give you a 20-goal per season, which will relieve Ronaldo much of his duty. So I think letting Dybala go and letting Lukaku come gives Juve an edge, because Higuain will leave. He's going to Roma right now. And Mandzukic too will also leave. So I think he should come, and it will be a good one for them.
All right, your time is up. You stole the few seconds that Sodiq had blessed us with. It's okay. Could you please adjust your mic a little upwards? Fantastic, so we can hear you better. Okay, gentlemen, it's time to go into a debate as we go forward. Once again, we're streaming on Facebook, Nigeria Info 993. You would see the live stream there on the live button. Just click on it, and you will see the voting portal. Sodiq says yes, Ope says no to the question. From a Juventus perspective, would you sanction a Dybala Lukaku switch? Click on either name and vote. On Twitter, it's at Nigeria Info FM, where you will see our live stream embedded there from our YouTube portal. And don't forget, we have pinned the Twitter poll. You will see the 2 names, Sodiq and Ope. Click on either one to vote. You have 5 minutes, gentlemen, to drive your argument home.
Now, let me start by saying this. Before you go to any team, you have to look at your playing time, actually, which is a very, very vital thing to do as a very professional player.
Does Dybala have a good playing time in Juve?
Let me go into
Juve last season. He played much as a substitute. He has been there for like 4 years now. He has been there for like 4 years. He has been there for like 4 years now. And for 4 years, he has been instrumental for like 3 seasons. Last season, he came in, and Ronaldo came in, and Ronaldo overpowered him.
Likewise, Lukaku.
No, Lukaku will play. Lukaku will not come here and compete with Ronaldo. Lukaku will give you a 20-goal per season. It's a 20-goal strike. Okay, since 2015. Since 2015, I'll give you.
Now you're saying 2015.
2015. Lukaku had 31 goals. The next season he had 30 goals. The upper season he had 36 goals. Last season was his best season. In Man, he had 36 goals in Manchester United.
In how many appearances, please? Can you just go there? Now, can you look at it? Can you look at where he's going to? He's gonna be competing against Higuain.
He's not competing against Higuain. Higuain is going to Roma.
Is it confirmed?
Higuain is going. The reason why they want him. Okay,
Wait,
that's his by the way. The problem is Lukaku would come in and give you a 20 goal. It
is not
saves you.
Now let me tell you. You
now
just
Ronaldo is 34. Ronaldo is 34.
Said it yourself
he doesn't have to play all the matches in Serie A, so they have to keep him fresh for Champions League, which they are looking for.
There
so
are other players
Lukaku,
there. Mandzukic is there.
Moisekin who has taken that position has left. He has left. He has gone to Everton. My brother, I want to read your news. He has gone to Everton. So Lukaku will come in and replace him. Lukaku will give you 20 goals per season. What are you telling me?
Now tell me, you just said it yourself that he has scored 36 goals in Manchester United shirt.
Yes.
In like how many appearances? Like 70 something appearances.
60 appearances.
In 60 appearances. No, go and check it.
Last season.
Now, this last season, calm down. This last season you said.
And this last season that went now, he had a bad season. Social doesn't like him.
Just let me talk.
For the past 2 seasons, 19 goals.
For the past 2 seasons that he has joined Manchester United.
Okay, go on.
Now you said he has 60 something appearances. Now, can you compare him to an Aubameyang that just joined us now?
No,
can you compare him now? I'm just
you are shifting the argument now.
Let's look at the team
in
he's
a
going
Juventus
into.
perspective. That is the question.
Can you
I'm
sit
seeing
down
myself as the Juve
you're
sporting
looking at
director
yourself. I'm
now.
not looking at myself
That is
like
the
that.
problem now.
At
At a Juventus perspective,
can you just
why do
relax?
I need a Dybala?
Can
Dybala
you
last
just
season,
relax?
Dybala last season wasn't as clutch as he used to be. A starting Bernadette is overpowering him. He doesn't start anymore. Even when he comes on, he plays without the morale anymore. Even in the national team, a starting Los Leslo of the Real Betis is benching him. If he's good enough, he will start there. That is not the Dybala we know.
Let me say this.
Going to Man U is a win-win situation for him. It's a win-win situation for him.
If you're talking like this, you're not going to let me say anything.
Win-win situation for him.
You eventually not say anything. But
okay, go on.
Now, let me say this to you. I'm looking at it like, okay, now, Dybala is going to Manchester United.
Good.
Do you know Dybala can play from anywhere in attacking role?
Yes,
you know that.
Yes.
Lukaku can only play just one position for you, which is the center forward.
Yes.
Now, he's going there, like I said, and I will repeat it again. He's going there to compete in the lives of Higuain. Calm down. He's going there to compete a world-class striker. Higuain, he has proven himself in all ramifications. I don't care about what you say tonight. Now, he's going there to compete against a world-class striker, which can also play as a right winger. He's also a forward. A Cristiano Ronaldo. There is nobody that competes with Ronaldo. You are making a mistake. Now, let me now go to Dybala. Let me go to Dybala. Can you just say this?
Ronaldo would not play
likewise Dybala.
Dybala
last season
he didn't perform well. You just said it yourself. He did not perform well. He did not compliment Ronaldo. Juve wanted someone that would compliment Ronaldo. When Ronaldo was at Real Madrid,
we need to hear you. We need to hear you, gentlemen.
Real Madrid, when he was at Real Madrid, he didn't have to play every match in La Liga.
You said it yourself.
Juve didn't have to rest him because of the Champions League. Now you want a striker that will give you this kind of.
You're saying
trust that okay now Ronaldo will have to rest
20 goals.
Yes, he will give you 20. Yes.
He joined Manchester United.
Yes.
Now multiply 20 times 2.
Yes.
How many is that?
That's 40.
Does he have
48 goals in Manchester United? 48 goals in 96 appearances. Go and check. 48 goals in 96 appearances.
In how many
overall in 96 appearances? 48 goals. 48 goals.
That's a lie.
You are not sure what you are saying. 48 goals. I'm not saying one season. Oh no,
that is what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying.
48 goals.
No, I'm not
48 goals.
We would like to hear you, gentlemen.
48 goals. So if someone a striker that will give you 20 goal striker shouldn't be joking.
He doesn't have a 20 goal striker per season. What are you saying?
Lukaku
he has never won. The only time he won an highest goal scorer was in Anderlecht, and he was just how old?
You are not getting me.
Wait,
overall, when I mean, when you
okay, now personally,
it is not just the league.
No,
it's not just the Champions League.
Sit down.
There's Copa Italia.
Personally,
he plays everything, and he gives you 20 goals by the end of the season. It's very important.
Could you just let me talk?
You have a striker that will give you 20 goals, and you say you are.
I'll give you 3 criteria of strikers.
Okay, good.
In his own position,
okay.
A Lewandowski,
okay,
a Lukaku,
okay.
right? And I'll give you an Higuain. Please, who will you go for?
Depending on what the kind of football
on this argument, who would you go
this
for?
Is Italian Serie A. It is a robust kind of football.
This is a robust
Lukaku will fit well. He will fit well. He's a robust striker. He will fit well.
All right, gentlemen. All right, gentlemen. Whole lot of adrenaline pumping everywhere and some testosterone as well. But very strong argument. You love it, huh? Okay, very strong argument. Okay, very good. Now, I'm sure some people wanted to hear more. We're going to give you 1 minute each more to drive your point home. All those parts where you weren't allowed to make your point, you have this extra minute. Once again, go and vote on our social media portals on Facebook, Nigeria Info 993. That's our page. Click on the live button. You will see the live stream. The vote is on the live stream itself, either on your lower third or at the bottom of it, or to your right-hand side. You see Sodiq and Ope. Sodiq is the guy who says yes. yes, right? No.
No. I said no.
Oh goodness. So Sodiq says no. There's a bit of a confusion on Facebook. So Sodiq says no, and Okpe says yes. So let's not mix that up. So there's a bit of confusion on Twitter. Emmanuel, do you want to check on
Facebook?
That the confusion is on Facebook? Emmanuel will quickly check to make sure there is no such confusion on Twitter, so that we get.
Yeah, Sodiq says yes.
Sodiq says yes.
Sodiq said no.
Yeah, so they've got to put up a new poll then, certainly.
Okay.
That poll is
Okay.
Yeah, because the one on Twitter has him saying yes and Okpe saying no.
I think he said no.
So,
Okpe said yes.
Sodiq says no way. Okpe says yes.
Yeah,
So there has
please, reward.
there has been some problems. Our digital team are probably falling over themselves to try and correct that error. But you know the perspective now. You know the perspective. So you are not confused. We would let Sodiq make his argument now, so you know who Sodiq is. I'm sure the radio audiences probably know already. So Sodiq will make his opinion clear, while Okpe will make his. Sodiq says no, right?
Yes.
No. That from a Juventus perspective, he will not sanction a Dybala Lukaku switch. You have 1 minute to drive that argument home. It starts now.
Now, like I said earlier, he's going to Juventus. Lukaku is going to Juventus, who I believe is not going to play at all, because we already have a lot of strikers who are there, a world-class striker. Aside that, now Juventus is living in past. Lukaku is living in past glory. He's a very good player when it comes to his youth at Everton. When he was on loan at West Brom, fantastic. He has an international goals to that. Several other strikers. Now, comparing his youth team, we have other strikers who have fantastic youth too. Alexander Pato, Senama Pongo, Robinho, who are good in their youth. Eventually, when they're growing up, they lose it. Lukaku is also losing his touch. He said it himself. He said, forget his bad touches. Why will a striker on earth have a bad touch in a good day? When you're playing against the likes of Arsenal, you're telling me this kind of striker will give you 20 goals in a season? I don't think it will happen. A Dybala can play as a centre forward, he can play as a false nine, he can play as an attacking midfielder, he can play from the left and from the right. As far as it is attack, I don't care where. Put Dybala anywhere, he's going to play for you. Lukaku is just an overrated player.
Thank you very much. Your 1 minute is over. Okpe has 1 minute to tell us why, if he could make that decision for Juventus, he will accept that switch, Dybala for Lukaku. Your 1 minute starts now.
Okay, Femi.
Hi guys, I'm Tim.
Okay, Femi, football is all about scoring goals, it's all about getting goals and getting results. So for the last 4 seasons that Dybala has played for Juventus, I'll compare him with Lukaku, and I'll see what they both bring to the table. In 2015-2016, Dybala had 23 goals for Juve. 2016-2017, he had 19 goals. 2017-2018, he had 26 goals. And 2018, the last concluded season, he had just 10 goals. So let's bring Lukaku into this. 2015-2016, he had 31 goals. The next season, he had 30 goals. The next season, he had 36 goals, and last season he had a bad season. He had 19 goals. If we are putting this to perspective, who give me more goals? I want to score. I want to win. I want to win trophies, and goals win trophies. Who will guarantee me more goals? It is Lukaku. So I'm taking Lukaku over Dybala any day, anytime. I want to win something. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Appreciate the hearty debate. It comes down to a decision. Our digital team have corrected the error from their standpoints. And we've also sent an apology email there. Apologies on the poll. Kindly vote on the new poll. We've put that up on Facebook. If you go to that live stream, you will see it. Apologies on the poll. Kindly vote on the new poll. We're very, very sorry. There was a twisting of the whole thing. It's been corrected. I'm sure...
Yeah, Twitter also has
20. We've had to start a totally new poll on Twitter. We've had to take all those plenty votes off. We apologize. So please go back and vote on Twitter. Go back and vote on Facebook. Please, even if you had voted before, there was an error in the communication. so that we don't confuse you. Thank you very much. Keep voting. We'll go to the phone lines now, and we do hope before we come back you would have done the needful. So,
Good evening, Mr. Femi.
good evening to you. How are you doing?
I'm fine. Okay, man, I'm calling from Papa.
Welcome, my brother.
I vote for Ope.
Okwe.
Yeah, you get my phone.
Okay, is Okwe the guy? What did he argue? Okay, you're gone. So Okwe takes it. Okay. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm fine.
Okay. How do you vote?
I lost mine when I was 21.
You said?
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Hello?
Hello, we can hear you. We can hear you. Unfortunately. Hello, good evening to you.
Hello, this is asking for Badagi.
Okay, so how do you vote?
The guy that said yes.
The guy that said yes, he would switch.
Yes.
He would switch Dybala for Lukaku.
Yes, he has a very good point.
Okay, all right. So that will be Okwe then. Thank you very much. Next vote,
good
please.
evening, Mr.
Hello, good
Femi.
evening to you.
Evening, how are you?
Yeah, how are you? Welcome.
My name is Mustafa Ibrahim. I'm calling from Victoria Island.
Welcome, my brother.
Yes, I vote for Sadiq.
You vote for Sodiq.
Yes.
So, meaning you're saying if you could make decision at Juventus, you will not accept to let Dybala go and take Lukaku, right?
Yes, yes, Bob, yes.
Okay. Thank you very, very much. Appreciate it. Yeah. Hello. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, please. How are you doing?
Yes, I'm fine, thank you. How are you doing?
Not bad at all. What's your name? How do you vote?
Yeah, my name is Kolapsika.
Okay.
I'm voting for Okwe.
Okay. So you mean if you had the powers at Juventus, you will let Dybala go and you will take Lukaku?
Yes.
Okay. Fantastic. Thank you very much for your vote. We appreciate it. And that does the call votes. And so Okwe will take the call votes as it stands, and all 20 marks available, 20, which is effectively 20% of all the votes. So good. We're going to come to social media. Maybe we should allow social media to build, right?
Yeah,
Or-
if you
or-
want to.
Or maybe we should go there. Maybe we should just see if there are some comments to take while we.
Comments
Because
to
every
take, yeah.
every second, more and more people are voting.
Yeah.
We apologize for the errors again.
Yeah, Steve Crown just saying the contestants basing their debate on the number of goals Lukaku can score. Paul Njoku says thank you for giving me for giving them another minute. I could not hear at the initial stage. Okwe has much points. Lukaku is hungry, still hungry. Will do well. The Okwe. I go for Sadiq. Kenneth Chester saying Lukaku is an average player, not good enough for big clubs, unlike Paulo. And Okwe really made some valid points, I guess, according to Oni. Kenny Uluagbenga says, I just hope United don't regret letting Lukaku leave. He's indifferent about the ratings or the voting, as the case went. Yeah. So do we take the verdict? About 90, no, not 90, about 82 votes.
You can take it.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So Okwe takes it because we might pretty much have to wait until tomorrow to
Okay.
find Sodiq
Mm.
line closed. So Okwe takes it with 66%
66%.
and Sadiq with 34.
All right. So
That's Twitter.
Okwe takes Twitter. So we come to Facebook and see who takes Facebook by doing a quick refresh. Once again, we apologize for the mix-up in the communication. We apologize both to the to those following and, very importantly, to our contestants. So, what do we have here? Well, Facebook has decided it's a close call. It's 57% to 43%, and it's in favor of Okwe. Which brings us straight to the panel. So, 40% of the votes. Once again, please, I will never tire of apologizing for the error. We are very, very sorry. But it comes down to the panel. How do we start? So the panel does a professional job of looking at everything holistically. points, delivery, composure, poise, diction, control, and everything. And most importantly, the panel is always asking, if we had to pick one of these two people right now, if we were under pressure to take one of these people and join to the team, who will it be? So that's the way the panel is constantly thinking. We'll make that decision, that determination now. Who goes first?
I'll go first again.
Well,
You want Serafina? It should though. It's closer to the
well,
mic.
anybody who wants to go first can go
For
first.
me, I think I will go first.
Serafina, please switch positions.
I think I will go first again on this. This was another very interesting argument. I love so much. Anyway, no, it's there. I like him. It is sweet to me. Right now, I like the energy. I think the two guys came in with a good game, and it was dope. For me, I think Ope started very, very well, stating a very, very good point. Why Juventus actually want Lukaku. The simple were like, they want Lukaku because of goals. They want Lukaku to complement Ronaldo, not compete with Ronaldo. And he made a very good point also saying, nobody can compete with Ronaldo. You complement him, and that is a fact. That is what Juventus want right there. I think Sodiq also came in. I think Sodiq first freeze. His introduction was not making sense to me. You can't come out and say Lukaku, the highest goal scorer in Belgian history, one of the best, 119 goals in the EPL, is overrated. I think right now you're coming to argue with facts, not your personal opinion. I think for me that was a fail for me. Also, Ope came in. I was making good points also right there, pointing out stats. At times you got your stats wrong, but at least you kept on trying. Some stats you got right, some stats you got wrong, and you made good point. I think this I saw today was fantastic, like the one I saw the last time right there. He called Lukaku a robust striker, that Lukaku is made for the La Liga and also for the Serie A. And the points they keep on going at, who Lukaku they come back, Lukaku they come. I think right now it's obvious that for Juventus, I think they're planning to let go of their two strikers and let Lukaku come play. I think it's obvious. I think I read Petrici coming out to say something like that. They didn't need Lukaku, they are letting go. I think Iguain is close to leaving and the rest. So I think that's what they are
There
planning
has
to do.
even been talk of adding Mandzukic to
Adding the
Dybala.
deal. So I think these reports are kind of verified because it's coming from my good sources. Now from I'm a boy, the Tory gist right there. I think Sodiq was kind of playing mind games, so he kept on saying, let me talk, let me talk. I think the reason why he said let me talk is because he lacked points. So he was using the mind games and said, let me talk, let me talk. So I think his argument is simple.
I think I have a contrary opinion. I think Ope didn't let him talk.
I think you should have talked. You remember the last argument? Who let him talk? You know, force the talk enter. Or you want to talk for me, you talk is an argument. So that's what I would have done if I don't get point. I would have said, Gaya Fana, let me talk now. Namdi Ekuba, remember? If you don't get into talking, go just enter, use mind games. So I think it's obvious. I think Ope made fantastic better points. Though he kind of messed up with the statistics. He gave some wrong statistics, but he made up for it with his good arguments. So in every way, I think Ope got this for me. Better points. I think his energy was good. But I think both of them should be calm next time. But if not, they calm, no wahala. It's good. But I think Ope gets it for me.
All right. Ima?
All right. Great debate, actually. You know, Bucci sees debate as argument. I like to see it as debate. But again, like he rightly mentioned, the introduction, naturally for me, that's why I pay the most attention. The 5 minutes, I get lost. Sometimes I'm a slow learner, so it's very confusing when people talk. And yeah, first,
When they're talking over each other.
Yeah, the way he started, Ope was quite catchy. If it was the radio, you come in and you sound as if you were part of the guys who set up Juventus.
Yeah.
Mentioning as if he saw The Godfather yesterday, and from the hierarchy breakdown, president to the coach. That was good. I like stuff like that.
It's called interest arousing introduction.
It did. It was yummy. Whoever told him to start that way, compared to my guy Sodiq, who came in his first words, and I quote him verbatim: "Lukaku's deal is a waste of time." It hasn't even happened yet. How do you know it's going to be a waste of time? And I think that's the reason why Ope came in with all of those very funny statistics, like which you mentioned. I'm not going to overflog it. About 90% inaccurate. But when you're adrenaline, you might see one as two, to see if you're drunk. So
yeah, on cheap Indo.
And at the point, I thought Sodiq was getting closer because he mentioned how if you compare both players, in all fairness, Dybala's dexterity can be compared to Lukaku. He's more of the kind of player I want to sit and watch. But they're not looking for a showman. They're looking for someone who would come and help them achieve that Champions League success. And as things stand, doesn't look like Dybala's heart and soul is that, because there's a bigger player in Ronaldo. Before Ronaldo, he looked like the unplayable one, as I used to call him. And where he lost it for me, that's talking about Sodiq, was the final 1 minute they had. If you, quote unquote, disrespect Lukaku and say something about him aging, with the record he has for a 26-year-old, and I had to quickly search the age of Paulo Dybala, he's 25. You really can't compare with the statistics. You know, so most time, I think because Lukaku started too early, they forget how brilliant his records are. And why Okpe also, he would win my arguments, but he lost me at a point when he continuously mentioned if he had stated the fact that Lukaku gets you 20 goals per season in all competition. He didn't say that for like 2 minutes. He kept saying the season might be the Premier League. Okay, so if he had emphatically mentioned that in all competition, this man can guarantee you 20 goals. But my fear is Lukaku going to the Italian league. There's no guarantee he's going to play in all tournaments. He might just be reserved for the minute ones, or maybe he might get to play. So all of this and the fact that, you know, Sodiq really played down the sort of influence he would have at a team like Juventus, there's nothing really special about Juventus aside from the fact that they are the top team there. United likewise have got as much pedigree. And it does seem that the hierarchy wants Romelu Lukaku. So from their standpoint, it's hard for me not to go with Okpe. So yes, I will go with him, but it should help us, you know, with the statistics next time, so we don't have to use a Google search engine.
All right.
Thank you. So Okpe gets my vote. Yes.
Thank you. How do you vote, Sarafina?
The Okpe I saw tonight was very different from the Okpe I listened to.
The one that was
other day that was saying baby. That was saying.
I was trying to marry.
Yeah, he said something. I think he
trying
said,
to marry Chine. Was it Chine?
Yeah, it's a Chine. He said baby. I was like, this is an argument. Why are you coming to the radio to do baby? It was too quiet for me on that day. Although tonight, to a large extent, I think it was a little bit rowdy. It was noisy. I was even struggling to hear them at some point. Until when you said guys, then it was like, okay, they had to reduce it a little. But when you look at both arguments, I think where Sodiq lost it for me was when he said Lukaku is an overrated striker. No, it's a no for me. Yes, you cannot compare Lukaku with Dybala. They both play different kind of football. Yes, but Lukaku on his own, even when Manchester United were struggling, he was still trying to bring in the goals for Manchester United. At some point, if he doesn't score, it gives you the assist for those players that wants to score. So yes, he has not scored 50 goals a season, but that does not mean he's overrated. When he has the chance to score goals, he actually does score the goal. So I think that was the point where Sodiq lost it for me, because you look at the stats, they were trying to bring out one or two stats. I didn't really go into that to check if it's correct and all that.
No, I had to.
Yeah, you pointed it out that you had to check. But when you look at those stats, you also want to say, yes, this is a striker. Remember, this same Lukaku scores goals for the national team. So if he is that bad, he would struggle when he plays for the club and also for the national team, which means there's a problem somewhere. Or
either one of them.
Yes, or either one of them. So it shows you that there's a problem somewhere, but that does not mean that Lukaku is not a good striker. And also, you look at the way Lukaku plays. He's that kind of player that he has the strength. He have the physical appearance. You know, he has strength to actually bully, go down, and the rest of it. So when if he eventually moves to the Italian Serie A, it's a perfect match for a player like Lukaku. So I will stick with Ope on this one.
All right. Would you, if you were on the Juventus board, would you give United Dybala and take Lukaku at this time?
First of all, they sat down, they had a thought about it, and they decided to say, it's time for us to let Dybala go. They've already known that he cannot really give us what we want. It's not that Dybala is not a good player, but it does not fall in within the plan for the club at this point.
And sometimes it could be too many huge egos clashing.
Yeah. So that's the problem. It's not like the player is not good. He's good, but he's not in the game plan.
All right. So the decision is made then. So I guess Okwe has your vote?
Yep.
So Okwe takes the vote. And this would mean Okwe takes 100% of the votes. At what a bounce back from his last outing.
From baby.
From, I don't know, you probably...
Baby, calm down. Let's stop. Baby, calm down.
You probably have got you've got Francisca to thank for this opportunity. For Sodiq, fantastic argument, strong mind, strong marshalling of argument and all of that. You win some, you lose some, but the road is not over. Congratulations, Ope. You get to progress automatically. You pick a just pick one of those, which will tell us what your next contest will be.
Friday, 9th of August.
Friday, 9th of August. What number?
3.
Friday, 9th of August, number 3. So I have you here locked. You're the first person to get into that day. Friday, 9th of August. You will go up against whoever picks number 2. What is it? What is it?
Nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing. No. You don't lose this opportunity. Femi, you know why I'm laughing, right?
Why are you
know why I'm laughing? We are back to where we started from. That same group.
Same group. Okay.
That same group.
So no problem. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Congratulations. We'll take a quick break. When we come back from this short break, we will make a decision between IK and Sodiq. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We'll be right back.
The African Nations Cup, Copa America, the Gold Cup. For all the action, all the excitement, all the thrills and frills the sporting world has got to offer, you find it right here with me, Femi, and the gang. Hang out with us anytime there's a sporting activity around the world. We'll be there on Nigeria Info. For everything sports, we're the nation's finest gang.
My name is Osazel Denge. Keep listening to Femi and the gang on Nigeria Info FM.
All right, it is decision time. We have IK, we have Sodiq. One of these two gentlemen will have to leave the fan battle tonight. And it's up to us to make that determination. We saw the two battles. We'll be voting to keep either of them in the contest.
We?
Yes, we are the ones voting. In other words, you guys are voting. So let's go. Let's make a determination. Sarafina,
Good.
maybe this is when we start with you.
We should.
Adjust your microphone. Your microphone is going
She knows how to
down
adjust the
south.
microphone. Yeah.
Are you ready to go? And the way you are holding that microphone like that.
Please
you
take
just
that
leave
hand
that
away from the
microphone.
You asked me to adjust the
You've
microphone.
adjusted it. Leave it alone. I didn't say caress
Why
the
fist it
microphone.
myself?
Yeah. Sir.
All right, sir.
Mhm.
I don't like being in this position.
Okay,
actually.
I know.
Can't
None
we
of
just
us.
leave it to the guys?
Why you there?
As a matter of fact, the woman's opinion is of greater importance under the circumstances.
Oh, I swear this one hard. Femi, both of them actually, both of them are my guys now. But also, you look at the arguments, you don't even know who to vote for and the rest of it. But Femi, I don't even can just go to the other guys. Let me think a little. I'm caught in the middle right now. Please, yeah, please help me out.
I'm caught in the middle, but one person there inside middle. Now when you go know that you go chop it to akara. So right now I'll mix the akara with Ogi because Ogi is the best. Femi, I'll put my selection based on consistency. Let's start with when Kesho come on the first time. I think it was good when he came on. His first argument, but I think Sodiq was kind of fantastic. I remember his point he made one time. Like at that point, got me. I was like, La bar. He started slowly, then he built up on it. But that was like based on that consistency, that was 60-40. Judging it right now, but today, based on the argument today, Ike versus Chinwe, I think Ike didn't really make so much points against Chinwe. I think Chinwe is a problem. Like Leo Kesh. But you can see that Ike tried, but he didn't come up with like very, very, very good points. But he tried. The most important thing, focus on try. For Sodiq versus Ope, I think Sodiq used to not to try. Because, like I said, when you come to like argue, you're arguing on fact, not personal opinion. I've learned that on this job that you don't put your personal interest, you put the job first. You have to go with fact. They say when you are bantering or when you are joking, then you can joke. But when you're arguing, you go with fact because facts get you people. So on that fact level, on that consistency level, on that also you can put tried level. It's kind of difficult, but I think I'll go with Ike. Yeah, I think Ike can do better. He can try better in future. I think the reason why I'm not really voting was Sodiq is coming out to call Lukaku overrated, blah blah blah. He don't insult a player like Lukaku, so I'm kind of taking it past now. So I'm going to go with Ike.
All right. So Ike takes Buchi's vote.
Can I come in?
Yes, you can come in now.
I'll go with Sodiq. Yep. I don't like the smile you're giving me right now, Femi.
Okay.
Yep. Over to
Why?
Emmanuel.
Why are you being cheeky? You just want to make Emmanuel's life difficult. So, is it a game? Or is it based on conviction?
Based on conviction.
Conviction.
Yep. Because I needed time to actually to process both points actually. Yep.
Emmanuel, the mantle rests on your case. You are head of sports Lagos.
I would call Chinwe. Can she eliminate someone? Who should like to take it?
No.
All right. Well, it's difficult.
You are not voting to eliminate someone.
Okay.
You are voting to keep someone.
Oh, to keep someone.
Yes.
And my vote is veto.
At this point, considering how close it is, it will be.
Yeah.
It's hard, man.
I'm not going to counter it.
I honestly
Whatever
don't
you
know.
say.
I've been, flipping my script to see, but I honestly don't know how to say this, but I would pretty much just, I think it's the first time I'm watching them debate. But yeah, so many words against Lukaku. For those who know me, they know I'm a Bolingoli fan. I'm also a Dybala fan, so as long as both of them are happy, I'm happy. Well, it's hard to offend me. It's a new challenge. Ike said he wants to leave Paul Pogba. And says Lukaku's deal is a waste of time. What do you say, Femi? I honestly don't know what to choose.
You know, I have made up my mind if I was going to keep somebody here.
It would
but
be.
but I'm not the one on the panel.
All right, good. I don't know, man. I think Sodiq would stay. I think he would. It's a bit more competitive, and if he had an opportunity to also sit on Ope's side, I think he would fare better. Yeah, I'm not going to look at his potentials and just judge him based on the words, the venomous words on Lukaku. If Lukaku was tuning, he'll be really pissed. But yes, I think for the sake of the debate, he did great. He had a harder position compared to Ike, who just had to tell us why Pogba needed to leave. So yeah, I honestly think I'll stick with Sodiq. Yeah,
And so,
hard, but yeah.
And so the decision is made. Congratulations, Sodiq. Well, I'm saying a half congratulations because you still have to battle for that spot. You have to be back here on Saturday to fight for one of the 4 spots available to those who didn't win their rounds. There will be 6 of you testing for those 4 spots. So congratulations, you get that chance. Okay? Fantastic. Having said that much, IK, I don't even know where to start with this one, but
as usual.
Okay. I will start. I should do the usual.
Yes.
Okay, so let me do the usual. Okay, usual. I know you don't like this song. Yeah. But IK, I regret to say your battle ends here tonight.
Maybe I didn't love you ways I could find, and maybe I didn't treat